Hi students, let's continue with the LR0 parsing. So in the previous video I explained how to add an argument production and how to collect the canonical collection of LR0 items, that is by adding the dots, how many productions that are present. And next step is you have to draw the data flow diagram by using the canonical collection of LR0 items. Okay, now let's see the next step, the construction of LR0 parsing table. So LR0 parsing table, if a state going to some other state on terminal, then it is corresponding to shift move. What it means? The state is going to other state on a terminal. Okay, here one state is going to another state on a terminal. So these are the terminals. Suppose if a state is going to another state on terminals, then you call it as a shift. So this is shift, only terminals. If one state is going to the another state on terminals, then we call it as a shift. Remember that. If a state is going to some other state, if the state is going to some other state on a variable, then it is corresponding to goto move. If a state is going to another state on a variable, we call it as a goto. Okay. This is goto, and this is a terminal, means shift. So don't be confused. If a variable is going from one state to another state, we call it as a goto, and if a terminal is going from one state to another state, we call it as a shift or an action. You can also say it is an action. Goto and action. So the parsing table will be using these two concepts, goto and action. Okay. So if a state contains the final item, suppose if the state contains the final item in a particular row, then write the reduce node completed. So this is the final item. So what you say, you have to write the reduce completed, because there is no further element to reduce. Okay. If it is a final one, you have to say that reduce node completed. Now let's see how to construct the parsing table. So here I already constructed the parsing table. Just see by seeing the diagram. So here the states, actions and the goto. LR parsing table consisting of states, action and goto. And here I have written all the states. 6 states are there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 0 to 6 states are there. Okay, that means total 7 states. 0 to 6 states. And action contains, what I said, action is nothing but shift. Shift contains only terminals. What are the terminals? A, B and dollar. Dollar is also a terminal. Okay. So right in the action place, try to write only terminals. A, B, dollar. Then what about the goto? Goto are nothing but the variables, non-terminals. What are the non-terminals? S, A. So just write A, S. AS, the non-terminals in goto and the terminals in non-terminals or variables, we call it as in goto. Now let's construct the table. I0. Let's take first I0 state. So I0 state, A is the input. Okay, I0 A is what it is doing. It is shifting. Shifting to which state? I3. So you need to write S3. Okay. And I0 B. I0 B here. I0 B is going to I4 state. So it is what it is doing. It is shifting. So for shifting you write S. S4. There is no dollar. I0 A. So I0 A. I0 A is goto. Go to which one? 2, I2. So simply write a number 2. Instead of G2, you just write 2. Shift means S3, S4. And for A, you just write 2. And I0 to S. I0 to S. That is a goto. All the variables are goto and the remaining terminals are shift. Go to which? I1. So just write 1. Okay. Now coming to I1. For I1, there is no state. For I1, there is no state. Means the reduce is completed. Reduce node is completed. Means the string is accepted. So I1 is accept. So just in the dollar, you just write because it is empty. It means accept. Now coming to I2. I2A. Just we are seeing the action. Action means terminals. I2A is going to I3. That is shift I3. S3. Shift 3. And I2B. I2B. Where is B? Here this is a B. B shift to I4. I4 means S4. Shift means S4. Now I2 go to A terminal. I2A. It's going to 5. Just write 5 here. So for I2 there is no S because S is completed. Now let's see the next string is I3. I3 state. First see the terminals. The terminals are nothing but shifts here. So first A. A itself go to S3. S3. Next A going to I4. Next B. B is going to I4. That is shift S4. You need to write S4. Okay. So there is no dollar here. Now I3 is going to, if you take capital A. I3 is going on variable A to 6. So just write 6 in place of A. Okay. Now coming to I4. The state I4. The state at I4 A terminal. So there is no input for A4 because all terminals and non-terminals are coming here, but there is no terminal that has to go as an input because this is the end state. So you need to write reduce R3 because R3, it is R3, and in B place you need to write R3. And in dollar R3. Why I am writing R3? According to our rule, whatever we are saying that if the state contains the final item, so here I4 contains the final item. If the state contains the final item in the particular row, then write the reduce node completed. So here reduce node completed, you have to write on entire row. So in the same way I5. For I5, there are no extra state is not present. So this is the last state. So you have to write the reduce node on I5. So that you have to write R1, R1, R1. Okay. So next, I6. So after I6, there is no state. So why I taken R3, R1, R2 only? Is there why particularly I am taking only those numbers instead of that? Let's see that. I4, I5, I6 all state contains final states. I4, I5, I6 all contains final states. Because after that there is no state present. For I4, I6 and I5, this is the final state. No states are produced here because they contains dot in the rightmost end. So it contains dot in the rightmost end. So rate the productions as production number. So what are the productions we are having? S determines AA, A determines AA, and A determines B. So this is a grammar productions we are given. They are given. So just numbering those productions. So now let's see. I1 contains the final state which derives. I1 contains the final state which derives. S determines S dot, which means it's no action here. So it is accepted. I1 is accepted. Okay. I1 is accepted. So next. I4 contains, this is I4. I4 contains the final state which derives A determines B dot. And the production corresponding to this production number. So what is the production number of A determines B dot? What's the production number of A determines B dot? That is 3. So write R3 on entire I4. Now I5. Let's see the I5. So I5 contains the final state which derives S determines AA dot. And that production corresponds to the production number. S determines AA contains the production number 1. So write it as R1 on entire row. Now coming to I6. I6 contains the final state, final item which derives A determines AA dot. And which production is this? A determines AA, second production. So in place of I6, try to write R2. R2, R2, R2. So this is how you are going to construct the parsing table. So by seeing the data flow diagram, you need to construct. So don't be confused. So whatever the data flow diagram you are having, try to remember what are the go-to and what are the action. That is the action states. Action or nothing but the shift. So go-to or nothing but variables. So in our production, the variables are A and S. And what are the actions? Nothing but shift. These are the terminals. Terminals are A, B and $. Okay. And just take the 6 states, whatever the states that are present, and the action, terminals and go to. Okay. So by checking I naught on A going to which state. I naught on A going to which state. So write that. If it is a shift, write S3, S2, S1. If it is a go to, just write the number. So whenever the final state is reached, okay. So if S determines S $, means this is the which we have taken augmented grammar. So augment grammar, it's an empty grammar, okay, which we declared temporarily. So that's why it contains only the $, that is accepted string. So and the remaining grammar, you need to write the production numbers for the end of the dot. If the last state contains the dot at the rightmost, then you need to write the productions number on the table. So I had just written the production number. I4 consisting of the third production, I5 is on first production, and I6 is on produces second production. See here, I4 produces third production. A determines B, and I6 is producing second production. And S determines AA is the first production. Just write R1, R2, R3 in those places. So this is a construction of, this is how you are going to construct the parsing table. Okay. So by seeing this parsing table, you have to construct the, implement the stack, and you need to parse the string. So that we will see in the next video. Thank you.